Hey, I'm going to do a tutorial on John Mayer's My Stupid Mouth. A few people sent me a message, asked me to do it, so I thought I'd chuck it together. Should be pretty quick. I'll play it through once how I do it, and if you don't like it you can stop playing the video. Cool. So if you want a tab for this, you can go to this website and just click on the My Stupid Mouth tab. I'm not going to go over the fingerings real slowly, but I'll just show you which fingers I use. So start off like this, and then let your index finger bar the 2 and bring your ring up to the 4th. Then use the thumb and keep using the middle and index. So it's just a change from 2nd to 3rd fret for the thumb, and then bring this one up here, bring your index up, which means you've got to sort of shuffle all your fingers over one, so you go from up to there, to there, and then it's just barring them again, and then you finish like that. So back in the starting position with your thumb on the 3rd. Right, so I'll go through the right hand side now, which the strumming side, which I reckon is I found the hardest when I was learning this song. So you'll notice that there's a bass note that goes through in all the chord formations. First one, it's the D, and then it's the 4th on the A string, and then you got the 2, 3, and you play with your thumb on the low E, and then it's back down to 2 on the A string, which is where that finger comes in, and then back to the bass. Alright, so the way to get the rhythm right is to put the emphasis on that bass note. So it goes. So it's just a little flick down on that D. So you just strike that D cleanly by itself. And then you move into the next chord, and you want to strike that 4th fret on the A string cleanly. Try and slow that right down. Sounds stupid when you do it slowly. Right, so we've got. And then you move through, and again you want to put the emphasis on the bass note for the 3rd chord. Right, then the change that comes over from the 4th chord to the 5th chord, where you're going. So what you're doing over here is taking the emphasis from that bass E and transferring it to the 2nd fret on the A string. You'll see that from the change in the chords. Well, what I did there was play that A string cleanly and open. So you come from this chord, so you see all I do is just lift my thumb up, and what that does is takes instead of muting that A string, so rather than having it muted, plays it cleanly. Let's play it through slowly. So just play that through cleanly and putting the emphasis on the bass note for each chord. The second part of the song, which I don't know whether you want to call it the bridge or not. It's mainly just chords played through with quite a cool rhythm, and the only thing you got to work out is which fingers you want to use to make up the chords. I'll just show you the second chord. I reckon is the hardest, and the way I do it is putting my ring finger on the low E on the 6th, and my pinky on the 6th on the G string, and then using index and ring to make up the 4th and 5th. Alright, so it starts off. It goes to that chord. And if you can't reach that with your thumb, you can make that up by staggering your middle ring and pinky down there, muting that A, and sticking your index on the 5th. Or cool. So the way I do the next two chords is use my thumb again on the bass E, and that can easily mute the A, and then you have your index finger on the rest of the strings, and then you can use your ring and your middle to add in the last notes to complete the chord. So that follows off the last two chords. Play it again. And again, that's pretty straightforward strumming. I'm doing mostly downstrokes in those last two chords. The next part of that goes back down the neck. So I'm making those chords up. Using thumb and ring on the 3rd, and then again you can mute the A. Bringing that in, and the reason I'm not using that form of the chord is because you're about to go to that chord there, so it's just easier to not have your fingers tied up. Let's go. So it's just the 3 fingers. This one here, I use the thumb on the 1 on the E, on the low E, mutes the A, then on the 3rd, open, index on the 1st, and pinky down at the bottom on the 3. And that last chord is just again, low E, mute, straight through, and put your middle on the 8th fret of the B string.